Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at the financial performance of Warcraft Rumble in January 2025. So how did Warcraft Rumble do in January? Note that we can only access third-party data based on app stores, so mobile numbers, and Rumble launched a PC client in December, and all of the PC client data is totally opaque. We can't access any of it. We don't know PC client user numbers. We don't know PC client revenue. None of that. So, for example, anecdotally, I can say that I moved to buying stuff in PC client instead of mobile in January. So I'm contributing to this revenue drop, I suppose, in part. But anyway, on iOS, 20,000 new downloads, down 20,000 from December, 400,000 in revenue, down 400,000. And on Android, 20,000 new downloads, minus 10,000 there as well, and 400,000 in revenue, minus 300,000. So yeah, total of 40,000 downloads, 800,000 revenue. These are pretty weak numbers for Rumble. Although obviously these are now not the full numbers anymore because the PC client is in. If we compare this to Hearthstone, I think Hearthstone is the most relevant comparison because Blizzard gamers typically are not that much of mobile gamers, and Blizzard hasn't really attracted a huge mobile crowd for Rumble. Then in Hearthstone, back when they still released enough figures to make any sort of sense of the performance, then Hearthstone was around 50-50 mobile and PC. If this was 50-50 mobile and PC, if PC numbers were the same, then this would have actually been a pretty good month for Rumble overall. So yeah, it's really hard to see. But of course, diminishing mobile numbers are never good news. Looking at new downloads per month for Warcraft Rumble over the past 12 months, we can see that in early 2024 there was still a little bit more hype going on from the fresh launch of the game, and after that it went down and then reached its very bottom in September 2024 when there were the major layoffs in the Rumble team and people were saying like this game is going to die. Well, it didn't die, and then in October people were downloading it a little bit more again, and then it has again been in a slow downward slope. So something happens, people download it, then it falls down, and something happens, people start downloading it again, and then it falls down. And the same with revenue over the last 12 months. With revenue, we can see there was still some early launch revenue at the start of the year. And then as the year went on, revenue kept going down. Then in June 2024, they launched Azeroth's Blessing. They launched raids. Revenue jumped up a little bit again. Then it started to fall down a little bit. And then September happened, the big layoffs. All this news of Rumble potentially dying. Well, it didn't die, and then revenue jumped up again. And then this final jump in December. December probably was the best month for Rumble actually last year. And December, of course, 3 time-limited split leaders. So people were super encouraged to spend, and spend they did. But after partying, there comes the hangover. And now we're in the hangover part, January. Not that great for Rumble. Nothing much new going on, and people are spending less again. So what we can see from these graphs is that actually releasing new content, doing stuff makes people spend, and not releasing content makes people stop spending. That's totally mind-boggling. But yeah, Rumble would need something new again in order to get the numbers up again. There is a bit of market effect as well, seeing as it's January, right after December. December was a slightly better month overall for, well, pretty much all markets. People spend a lot more in December, and January a little bit of a slower month overall. So, I mean, a slight drop would be justified already based on the general market conditions, but obviously Rumble's drop has been rather drastic. Obviously largely influenced by the split leaders being available in December, so a lot of reasons to spend there and not so many in January. Other than that, top grossing strategy games, well, mostly the same names keep rolling. One new name in the top list is Chess, Play and Learn from chess.com. So yeah, you don't always need a new IP, you can actually also make money by making an app for a game as old as chess, and something that no company can control. So that's pretty interesting. Also, still loving to see Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, even though it has fallen down a little bit from December, but still some smaller developer built games also on the list. I also included Marvel Snap in order to keep comparing over previous months, even though Marvel Snap dropped far away from the top 30. But obviously Marvel Snap had this bit of an issue with its publisher going through some sanctions from the US, and therefore Marvel Snap being unavailable for some of January. And I mean, game being unavailable tends to mean that people can't spend money on it. But Marvel Snap is back now, so it's also playable again. So what's up with Rumble, and should we be concerned? December was probably the best month for Rumble in all of 2024 even, thanks to those timely split leaders. And January returned to a downward trajectory, although the PC climb means that we will never get the full picture again, because we can't see the PC numbers. So in that sense, this report has lost a bit of its predictive power. But overall, the game needs something new. They need some kind of a plan how to proceed. Where is this game going to go? Blizzard has been super uncommunicative lately, which is something that happens to Blizzard always at holidays. They just drop everything and stop communicating. And this time also they lost one people from the community team who went to work at Dreamhaven, actually, Mike Morhaim's new company, and another person is currently unavailable as well. So they have some personal issues with the communications team for Rumble at the moment. But still, I'm not sure if Blizzard would have much to announce in January. Blizzard typically doesn't. But now it's February, and we start to need something. What is the plan for the game? What's the next new thing? We can see from the graphs that when they release new things, interesting things for the game, people spend more money on it. You get more downloads for it. And when you just don't do anything interesting for some months, then the revenue starts to go down. So, yeah. We have no news from Blizzard, and I really hope that we will get some during February. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.